This has to do with creating sort of a monthly paycheck in retirement. So this comes from a viewer named Kathy, and she says that she's managing her money for her 85-year-old mom. And she says, as we start 2026, which is just around the corner, I want to pull out the cash she will need and set it up into an automatic monthly paycheck. My question is, how should I think about dividends as part of her withdrawal strategy? For example, if she has $1 million and I sell 5% of her portfolio in January to fund her money market account, plus I also have dividends that she earns that year going into her money market, am I withdrawing more than 5%? Or am I just changing her asset allocation? Or am I just overthinking it? No, it's a great question. And this is where we have to be careful with dividends. So ignore the dividends for a moment. You've got $1 million. Whatever you pull out of that account to spend counts towards the percentage you're spending this year. If some of it gets paid in a dividend and then you pull it out, okay, you've just pulled out, let's just say $10,000. And if you've then sold $50,000 of the million, actually sold the shares and pulled that out too, well, you've pulled out a total of $60,000. $50,000 from selling shares, $10,000 from dividends that were earned in the account, for a total of $60,000 on a $1 million portfolio. That's 6%. So the short answer is, yeah, every dollar you pull out counts, whether you pulled out a dollar that was paid to you, or in this case, your mom, in the form of a dividend, or you sold a share to pull it out. And this is where we don't want to get too hung up on the dividend part of it. Where the dividends matter, in my view, are in taxable accounts, because when you get paid a dividend, it's considered taxable income, right? Whether you spend it or not. So in my mind, I always want to pull the dividends out first, at least from a taxable account, and spend those first because I'm going to get taxed on them anyway. And then if I need more money on top of that, that's when I can sell shares, whether it's selling shares in a taxable account, or I might choose to pull money from a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA, just depending on how I want to manage my tax liability for the year. But the short answer to the question is yes, dividends count too. And so if you sell 5% of the investments and pull that money out, plus you pull out the dividends, yeah, you're pulling out more than 5%. Now, your mom's 85, and so pulling out more than 5% might be okay, right? That might, from a retirement planning perspective, that might certainly be reasonable. Of course, we would need to know a lot more than I know from this email to talk about that, but I just mentioned that as well. So great question.